Hey YouTube, Parson Rick here. I don't know, haven't made a video in a while. Seems to be a recurring theme with a lot of folks. So I thought I'd get on. I had a long day today. Been still recovering from the surgery. Had a triple bypass, if you forgot. And doing well. Been back at work a couple of weeks, and I worked 36 hours before I was supposed to go back to work, just a couple hours at a time, helping them out with problems. So Miss Chris and I have been spending a lot of time out here in the backyard in the evenings, having a smoke. This is a Rosalia. I've never had one. I have no idea. It says Honduras cigars. Looks like a Maduro. Holy cow. Somebody just bit me. That meant business. Oh well. Anyway, like I said before, when our local brick and mortar went out of business, I bought up a bunch of cigars, although I didn't smoke them. I bought several $100s worth of cigars because they got down to like 60% off. So I thought, I'll try. My dad was a cigar guy. Kind of starting to feel my way around it. Already had a pipe today. Miss Chris and I rode over to the coast and had some lunch, and I was walking around. I have a Dagner Brute Hooligan, and I was smoking something that I was gifted in it. Don't know what it was. It was pleasant. Burned my tongue a little bit, but the Brute Hooligan, has a bowl bigger than my thumb and a stem shorter than my pinky, so it tends to run a little hot. We'll see. It looks like my focus is going in and out, so if it is, I'm sorry. I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm not doing anything important, but we rode over. I've been riding a little bit, mostly on the weekends, a couple times to work. Not nearly the mileage I was putting on before, but I've got a big ride coming up that I'm putting on in a couple weeks, so I got to get my keister dial back in. These cigar lighters are pretty good things, these Jets. Ronson lighters. So that's not bad. We rolled over there. I had the senior fish and chips, garlic fries, but it's always pleasant over there. There's a lot of shops and stuff. We just wandered around, had an easy day of it. Went the back way over and back. Got over there and turned on Facebook to check in at the restaurant we like, and found out one of my buddies had gone down this morning. He was at the hospital, but just scrapes and bruises, so that's too bad. The bad part was he's only had that bike a week. Rats. So that's it. We just been riding. We came all the way home, which is about an hour and a half ride in one sitting, and I kind of could feel it. I was riding my electric glide, not my Heritage, so I'm not nearly as comfortable on it. It doesn't fit me very well. I'm not confident on it at all. but I only have about 5,000 miles on it, so we'll see. Not, 80 like I have on my other two bikes. So we'll see. That was good. Miss Chris took a 2,000 mile. Nah, not that long. That one's coming up. She rode over to Boise and back last weekend. See her cousins. That's cool. She likes just putting miles down. I had to work. Oh. It's like a $7 stick. Not bad. I could smoke this one again. We'll see how it goes as it goes. Like I said, it's $7 is not real expensive for a good cigar. Been kind of narrowing down what I'm smoking. I've found several that I like and that like me, so I'll get it narrowed in. There are the old brick and mortar that closed. We still have a couple cigar shops, but the tobacco shop, they had a cigar night at one of the local taverns. It was a sports bar, I guess, and they've kept that going ever since. And I get an invite, I get an email invite every month. It's the last Wednesday of the month, and I'm never free. Well, this last Wednesday, my boy and I were both free, and so we went over and they have a sale on some cigars and the food. It turns out the food's excellent in the place. I'd never been and was definitely going to go back. Chris and I went on the 4th of July. We were going to go because one of the things we both really like is fried zucchini, and their fried zucchini was very good. So I was going to take her over there for some fried zucchini, and they were doing a remodel and they were closed. But getting a little bushy here. The bike I was riding pushes my beard forward and up like that, so I come back and I look like Grizzly Adams or something. But that's all right. It's kind of fun riding a bike with a stereo again. That's been a long time since I've done that. There's playing. We've gone through this really dark corridor in the trees, and Welcome to My Nightmare with Alice Cooper comes on. That was a pretty good jam for that portion of road. I've had a few times riding that the music was just perfect. It was the theme music for that ride. And remember once I was coming home, when I worked swing shift back in the 80s before I went in the service, I was coming home. It was like 12:30 in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. Beautiful summer evening. Stars were out way before light pollution. I mean, it was back in the 80s, way before there was so much light pollution here. And Tubular Bells came on, the theme from The Exorcist. And so I'm driving home after, like a 10-hour shift. I'm tired, and that ding, 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 it comes on. And I just started heading for the hills. I was just driving for the stars up into the mountains. It was all I could do to turn around and go home. Chris would have flipped out. Where is he? Where is he? That was way back before cell phones and all that stuff. When you were gone, you were just gone and nobody knew. Didn't get nearly as worried about it as we get now, I guess. So, well, I just wanted to check in and hope everybody's doing well. I'll try to get on here more, or not, whatever. Doesn't matter. And just want to let you know I'm doing well. I'm healing up really good. I'm working. Of course, the guys at work are taking good care of me. They don't let me do anything. Pretty good gig, actually. I just point and they do it for me. Only bad part is I'm getting fat, you know. So, so I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. We didn't do much. It sounds like Beirut around here, you know, with all the fireworks, which are, of course, illegal in Oregon, big nanny state. And, you know, I don't know what to think about it. They were the Eugene police, which I live in the county, but my neighbors are in the city. They set up a snitch line so you could anonymously narc on your neighbors. And I don't know why I keep looking at that neighbor over there, but you know. And I don't know what to think about it. 38 people. They had 38 calls complaining about their neighbors. I guess it's all right because, you know, there are 100,000 people or 200,000 or whatever live here. It's a pretty good little metropolis for a country boy. So 38 people out of thousands and thousands and thousands of households called to complain. But on the other hand, 38 people called to complain about their neighbors setting off fireworks. That's just bull. You know, just leave people alone. They're not hurting you. Did have a couple of fires, but they were the next couple of days. I mean, they weren't that day. So, I don't know. Getting to be a crotchety old man. But fireworks, although I don't like them, I'm an electrician, and things that go boom are bad. And I'm a veteran, and things that go boom are bad. And the animals around here, things that go boom are bad. But you know what? It's America. Light your damn fireworks. Ah, well, enough of that. God bless. Parson Rick out.